What's up, guys? My name is David Temple, and this is my 2024 disc golf bag for the season. Starting off, I use a Grip EQ. I really like this bag. I can take it anywhere and everywhere. It's super convenient. Couldn't ask for a better bag. Starting off, I got my putting putters. I putt with 2 pixels. The weights on these are 168, so they are a little bit lighter, but I like that extra glide. These are putters with a lot of glide. I used to be putting with the anodes, but I switched over to these. They seem to be a lot straighter, and I seem to be making a lot more putts with them, so they're gonna stay for now. Up next, I got the 2 glitches in my bag. I got this Eclipse glitch right here. It's a 162, and this regular one's just a 151. I really like this disc for anything inside about 230 feet. I have a lot of confidence in this disc. Overall, you should check it out. It's going to show every single error in your form, so it's definitely a disc to look into. My next throwing putter is the Pixel. Whenever I want to throw a little bit farther than a glitch or it's a little bit windier, this thing's dead straight. Flies very similar to a glitch, but I can throw it a little bit harder and it'll go a little bit farther. If I want a little bit more beef, my second 2-speed putter is the Watt. Has a little bit more finish to it. I really like this disc. It's really nice and strong winds whenever I'm looking for a glitch flight, but the glitch is pretty vulnerable to wind, so you gotta watch out for that. Up next, I have the Proxies. I bagged 2 Proxies. I bagged this Cosmic Electron one. It's super beat. I can throw it on big backhand turnover lines. It's nice for flip up shots in the woods. I really like this disc for carving out tough tunnel shots. If I need a little bit more stability, I'll use the Glow Proxy. I really like this disc. It flies really straight, has a little bit of finish on it, but ultimately it holds whatever angle you put on it. It's very neutral. So yeah, I'd say like 40% of my bag is putters. If it's inside 320 feet, I'm really trying to throw a putter. That's why I got these 2 Envies right here. Whenever I want to go a little bit farther, this is my max distance putter. That's a weird sentence to say, but I really like the Envy. This Eagle one has a ton of glide. I can throw this thing about 320 feet, holds whatever angle I put it on. If I want it to go straight, it'll go straight with a little bit of finish to the left. If I want to throw a hyzer with it, it's going to hold that angle. Overall, I think every disc golfer should have this disc in their bag. If I had to play around with just one disc, it would be the Envy. I have a Cosmic Neutron one too. It has the exact same flight as the Proton one. I would just say this thing has a lot less glide. So if it's a little bit closer, I'm definitely going to be pulling out the Cosmic Neutron. My last putter is going to be the Plasma Entropy. I'm really only using this thing for steep hyzers, spike hyzers. I'll give it a little thumber look every now and then, but I'm really not throwing this disc far. I try to throw this disc about anywhere in the 250 range. So alright, now getting into my mid-ranges. Starting off, I bagged 2 hexes. This is my B one, the orange one. I can throw it on really nice flip-up shots. It flies extremely straight for a hex. It does have a lot of turn to it. If I crank on it, I can definitely turn it over. This one is a 178 hex, this red one right here. This thing has a little bit more finish to it, so I can throw it straight, and I can get it to finish off a little bit to the left at the end. If I need something with a little bit stronger of a finish, I'm going to be throwing the Reactor. I bagged 2 of them. I have a Neutron one. This one goes a lot farther than the Eclipse one. It has a lot more glide. I'd say they have the exact same flight. The Reactor and the Neutron plastic's just going to fly a lot farther. So if I want it to be a little short approach, I'm going to be throwing the Eclipse. If I'm going for a longer distance, I'm going to be throwing the Neutron. My last mid-range, I throw the Deflector. This is probably my least thrown disc. I'm really only using this for like pitch outs, a little bit of thumber shots here and there. It's probably a good thing that this is the least thrown disc in my bag because I really don't have a game plan for it. It's really just for get out of trouble shots. So getting into my fairway drivers, I bagged 2 Craves. I have a Neutron one. This one's pretty flippy. I can get it to fly extremely straight whenever I want it to, but it's also nice for backhand turnover shots. I can really just sculpt through the fairway, craft some really good lines. I don't know what this analogies are. Yeah, I have a lot of control with this disc. If I need a little bit more stability, I'm going to throw the Eclipse one. I really like this disc. It's going to be extremely straight with like a little bit of finish to the left. If I need more stability, my next two fairways are going to be the Terra. I have an Electron one and a Neutron one. This Electron one, it's really beat, so it flies extremely straight with a little bit of finish. It matches my sidearm really well. I like throwing this disc a lot on sidearm. The Neutron one's going to be a little bit more stable. I'm loving this thing for hyzer shots, flex shots. If I need it to come out, it's inside 350 feet, I'm probably throwing this disc right here. I take that back, not 350, I'll say 330. I'm not that huge. Getting into my distance drivers, I have 3 Photons in my bag right now. This blue one is my most understable. I can throw this thing on big backhand turnover lines if I want to. I can also throw it on hyzer flips that fly extremely straight. It's really nice for getting in the woods for long distance drives. I'm throwing these things anywhere between 375 and 450. I have 2 other ones. This black one right here is my neutral one. I love throwing this thing as hard as I can and getting the perfect flight out of it. Full flight every time. It's very consistent. I rarely miss lines with this disc right here. And if I need a little bit more stability, I have this Photon right here, the orange one. It has a little bit of finish to it. And these 3 are different weights. This blue one's going to be 158. This black one is 167. And this is 169, this orange one right here. So yeah, depends on which stability I need. Really depends on like how much wind. They all fly very similarly. Pretty much just how hard am I throwing it is what is going to change my selection. My last distance driver is the 2 time lapses right here. Both Neutron plastic. I feel like when the Fission one comes out and I get my hands on it, there's a good chance it's going to replace these Photons, and I'm only going to throw time lapses. But yeah, I haven't gotten my hands on them yet. Stay tuned for that. We'll definitely do a review. And yeah, so this blue one's a lot more stable. It has a lot less glide than the orange one. This orange one has a lot of glide. I can throw some pretty crazy lines with this thing. It's just going to hold it, and it's going to go far at the same time. So I'm going to throw these things. If I need a shot that goes farther than what I would use for a Terra, so anywhere between the 350 to 400 foot range, I'm going to be throwing a time lapse. So yeah, that's my bag. If you're liking this content and thinking I'm doing a good job, please give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell.